Hello guys, welcome to one more class. My name is Marcela Mallett and the class today is about past continuous, okay? The past continuous is used basically with the verb, with a main verb in ing, because we're talking about something that's continuous. All the time you want to say something continuous, even if it's in the present or in the past or in the future, you're gonna use ing, okay? So we're gonna talk about right now about 3 situations that we can use past continuous, okay? The first situation is interrupted actions in the past. An interrupted action in the past. So I have an example here. I was doing my homework when my mother called me. So when I have the word when, it's when the action was interrupted, okay? I was doing my homework when my mom called me. I was doing something when something else happened. So if you pay attention, the second sentence is in the past tense. My mom called me, okay? The first sentence, I have the verb do, which is the main verb, and I have the ing, okay? So the first situation, an interrupted action in the past. Second situation, we're talking about parallel actions, okay? One thing is happening while some other things are happening too. So parallel actions. So I have here an example. My brother was studying, he was studying while, look, this is very important, while I was washing the dishes. So my brother was studying and I was washing the dishes. He was doing that while I was doing something else, okay? So parallel actions, okay? Next situation is specific time. We're talking about a specific time in the past, okay? I brought here an example. I was studying again for my quiz at 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m. It was this specific time that I was studying, okay? So at noon, another example, at noon, I was having lunch. I was having lunch at noon. It's in a specific time in the past, okay? So I have here important words that you can use for these situations, which is when, and we also have while. When is important for interrupted actions in the past, and then while is important for parallel actions, because you can say I was doing that while my mom was doing, I don't know, something else, okay? So do you guys understand that? I hope so. And now let's see how it's formed, how is the structure of past continuous, okay? Let's go. Bling. So let's learn now the structure. It's very simple, and I brought this simple table to show you guys how to do it, okay? So we have to first focus on the subject. If it's I, he, she, or it, we're gonna have to use was a word. Do you guys know? If it's I, he, she, or it, we're gonna have to use was, okay? Plus the base form. The base form of the verb is work, and then the ing, which is gonna be working. So I was working at 10 p.m. last night, right? The second one is you, we, and they. We cannot use was for you, we, and they. We have to use were, okay? So the first thing you have to pay attention to the structure is in the subject, because you have to see which verb to be in the past, was or were, are you gonna be using. If you're gonna be using was or were. If it's I, he, she, or it, was. If it's you, we, or they, were. Then you're gonna need a main verb. You're gonna need the base of the verb, work, play, study, wake up. You're gonna need the base verb, okay, plus the ing. So work, working, cook, cooking, play, playing. So I was playing, she was working, they were painting the wall, something like that, okay? So this is what you have to know, okay? So I have here two examples. I was cooking when my husband arrived. This is the affirmative form for the first structure, which is using was. I was cooking when my husband arrived. If I want to transform this sentence, this affirmative sentence, in the negative, I have to add not after the verb was. I was not cooking when my husband arrived. What if I want to transform this sentence, I was cooking when my husband arrived, in a question? If I want to transform this sentence in a question, all I have to do is get the verb to be, was, and put it before the subject. Was I cooking when my husband arrived? And I transform this sentence in a question. Okay? So the second part right here, my friends were. My friends is they. Okay? This is why I use were, because for they I use were. So my friends were working at 10 p.m. This is the affirmative form. If I want to transform to the negative, it's the same idea of this one. My friends were working, so my friends were not working at 10 p.m. That's it, very simple. And if I want to transform in a question, the same idea of the first one, what I have to do is get the verb were, the verb to be, were, and put in the front of the subject. So it's gonna be, were my friends working at 10 p.m.? That's it, very simple, right? I hope you guys liked this class. In the description of this video, you have a review and some exercises that you can practice. It's very important to practice what you're learning, because then you can fix the subject in your mind, okay? I hope you guys liked the class, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is @Marcela Mallett, and that's it. See you in the next class. Bye!